Hello everyone, I'm so excited to welcome you to today's episode. We have some wonderful stories to share, and I can't wait to dive into my experience with Dungeness crab. It's such a special ingredient, and I'm eager to engage with all of you about it. So, let me tell you about a cooking episode where I faced a bit of a challenge. I was preparing a delicious Dungeness crab pasta for a family gathering, and as I was getting everything ready, I realized there was a shortage of Dungeness crab. It was a bit of a panic moment since this dish really relies on that sweet, tender crab meat. I had planned this dish for my sister Lily's birthday celebration, and I wanted it to be perfect. Dungeness crab is a sweet, tender crab found along the Pacific coast, and it really stands out because of its rich flavor and flaky texture. In Washington, we love using it in dishes like crab cakes, crab chowder, and of course, crab pasta. It's especially popular during the winter months when it's in season, and everyone looks forward to enjoying it during holiday gatherings. When I discovered the shortage, I had to think outside the box. Instead of just substituting with another type of crab, I decided to create a seafood medley with shrimp and scallops, incorporating some of the same flavors I would have used with the Dungeness crab. I'd added a touch of lemon and fresh herbs to keep it light and vibrant. The new dish turned out to be a hit. Everyone loved it, and it even sparked some great conversations about creativity in the kitchen.
That sounds amazing, Emily. I love how you turned a challenge into an opportunity. What inspired you to create that seafood medley?
Thank you, Sarah. I've always believed in being resourceful in the kitchen, and I wanted to make sure everyone enjoyed a delicious meal, even without the crab.
I'm so impressed by your creativity, Emily. Did you find that the flavors of this shrimp and scallops complemented the dish well?
Absolutely, Jennifer. The shrimp added a nice sweetness, and the scallops brought a lovely richness that worked beautifully together.
Wow, Emily, I admire how you embraced the situation. What feedback did you receive from your family about the new dish?
They were really enthusiastic about it. They appreciated the fresh flavors and said it felt like a fun twist on the original idea.
I love that you were able to adapt so well, Emily. Do you think you'll make that seafood medley again in the future?
Definitely, Chloe. It's a great reminder that sometimes the best dishes come from unexpected changes.
I completely agree, Emily. When purchasing Dungeness crab, one critical criterion is freshness. I usually buy it from local markets in California, especially when I'm making crab tacos. Freshness is key because it enhances the flavor and texture of the dish. People should beware of any signs of spoilage, like a strong fishy smell.
That's a great point, Sarah. I'd like to add that sustainability is crucial. When buying Dungeness crab, in Texas I often look for crabs that are sourced from responsible fisheries. I use Dungeness crab in my crab cakes, and knowing it's sustainably sourced makes the dish even more enjoyable. People should beware of overfished sources.
Absolutely, Jennifer. I think it's so important to consider sustainability.
I completely agree. In Florida, I focus on the size of the crab. I usually buy medium to large Dungeness crabs for my crab boils. The size impacts the meat yield, and larger crabs tend to have more meat. People should beware of crabs that look too small for their price.
That's a great insight, Maya. I'd like to emphasize the importance of the shell condition. In New York, I always check for crabs with hard shells, as they indicate freshness and quality. I use Dungeness crab in my crab risotto, and a hard shell means more meat inside. People should beware of crabs with soft shells, as they may not be as fresh.
Those are all fantastic points.
Yes, they really are.
I love how we're all sharing our experiences.
It's so enlightening.
Absolutely.
If Dungeness crab isn't available, I often use blue crab as an alternative. It has a sweet flavor, but it's a bit more delicate. I had made blue crab cakes, and while they're delicious, they don't have the same meaty texture as Dungeness crab.
That's a great alternative, Jennifer.
In Florida, I sometimes use stone crab claws. They're sweet and have a unique flavor, but they're not as versatile as Dungeness crab. I've made stone crab pasta, but it doesn't quite match the richness of Dungeness crab.
That's interesting, Maya.
I prefer using lump crab meat when Dungeness crab isn't available. It's convenient for recipes like crab cakes, but it lacks the distinct flavor of Dungeness crab. I've made lump crab risotto, and while it's tasty, it doesn't have that same depth.
Great point, Chloe.
I sometimes use imitation crab for quick dishes like crab salad. It's convenient, but it doesn't compare to the real thing. Dungeness crab has a unique sweetness and texture that imitation crab just can't replicate.
Absolutely, Sarah. Wow, what an inspiring conversation we've had today. We've discussed everything from the challenges of cooking with Dungeness crab to the importance of freshness, sustainability, and alternatives. I appreciate all the unique insights each of you shared. Thank you, Sarah, Jennifer, Maya, and Chloe, for your wonderful contributions. Thank you all for joining us today. I hope you enjoyed our discussion about Dungeness crab and feel inspired to try new ideas in your cooking. Remember to explore fresh ingredients and embrace creativity in the kitchen. And until next time, take care and happy cooking.